always like to stand in front of you just to begin with.
Yep.
No, we'll stand this side. No, I always like, the whole shadow in front of me.
Right.
That's what we'll do. So you want to talk about this is this got an actual title, this video?
Yeah, it's called Built on the Rock. Yeah, so I thought that it'd be good if we had a little less light in the room.
Yeah, but okay, so Built on the Rock?
Built on the Rock, yeah, so this one would have to be the one that is related to the spiritual part and concept in the exhibition, because it actually is based off a verse that's in the Bible. It's written in it's written in all the Gospels, I believe, where it talks about people that build their lives on different foundations.
Like sand and rock.
Yeah, different things, and like the storms come, which is the storms of life and stuff, and how they get knocked about.
Okay.
But it was all still kind of tying in with the rest of the show.
So obviously this figure's being buffeted by wind.
Yes.
Was that a wind machine?
Yes.
Wind machine or fan or something?
Create a storm.
A fan? Was it?
I'm not going to give away all my tricks.
No, actually,
in the studio.
No, I told you actually I didn't want to talk about how you did things, didn't I? I wanted to talk about why.
But yeah.
So how do you feel like the success of the video, or what it means to you?
I do believe it is. This one is, I guess, the biggest deal to me because it's me. I'm the subject, and this is quite. I don't know. It's sort of quite a bold thing to do. I guess.
It is.
To have yourself projected in this way, and then all this water is coming down.
Oh, the water! Just in the water, yeah. At the opening, I think I must have looked at this for about 3 seconds. And I just thought it was like a pop music video.
Oh,
with a wind machine, only because I hadn't watched it for a long time, so and know about the idea behind it.
Yeah, well, that's interesting.
But now it was only a 3-second impression, but you've got leaves falling or dirt or?
Yep, so it starts off, so you've got the wind and then the sprinkling of rain, the leaves, it turns into a eventual downpour, and it really was quite a fun shoot to do.
Can I ask you, what is it that the figure yourself, what sustains you through all this buffering? So is it what's sustaining you? What's the spiritual thing that's sustaining you through all this?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say or communicate? Or?
Yeah, it is that being built on the rock, being built on God is what keeps a strong foundation. It's just, but it's meant to prompt people to think about that and different things in life. But yeah, I guess that in the film you never see a final result of what I am or what that verse is meant to mean, but it's I guess it's just commenting on it, and in a personal way it's saying, I'm built on the rock.
So we're just starting again. So how long does it go?
Yeah, so this just actually forever reverses back and forth.
Oh, it goes forward and
then backwards, so it keeps flowing into each other, so it will go from being completely dry to completely wet and vice versa.
Okay, so it's just not looped.
No.
The same story.
So it's forwards, backwards, but which is a technique to be able to make the video work. I'm interested in working this kind of stop motion sequences now, where all of this is shot rapid fire on my still camera SLR, and then so literally placed together possibly thousands of stills to create one thing. I'm really into the technique, actually, maybe just as much as I'm into the concept behind it. So
one question I had in my mind when I was looking at your website and seeing the photos, I thought, there all seem to be young people. The series is, I was thinking, is Mel interested in old people or young people? Yeah. And then I saw the video you did of your Indian trip, where I was like, okay, well, she does take old people and young people. Do you ever see that kind of ideas working into?
That's a good question, and I actually had a lot of people ask me that, especially about using men in my work, because there's not a lot of them. And I've never intentionally not used older people or not used men or anything. It's just been the way things have worked out. That's as simply as I can put it. it's easier for me to approach female models and young people purely because it's within my own
comfortable social,
but I definitely am interested in shooting all different types of people, and I think that makes all for the better work, because if you're looking at life and the journey of life, and me being quite nomadic as well and not having anywhere that I necessarily call home, and I'm really interested in kind of meeting all different kinds of people, it's going to make a stronger piece if I have a whole variety of...
I think it's good that you actually do work on yourself as well, because a lot of photographers are just aiming the camera at people. That's their personality, and it's like they're targeting and they're capturing, and it's strong and courageous to do. Start with you, and then you get sick of you.
Well, that's right. It is quite strange actually, being in front of the camera. It's very...
But you get used to it, it comes past and it's not. It's talking about subconsciousness and moving through that.
It's also good because you don't need a model release.
Exactly. Well, thanks, Mel. It's been excellent.
Thank you very much.
I did have questions. I had just to do with the themes and how it was relating. And have you got feedback about how people who don't know you are reading the work? That's interesting.
No, not that much. I mean, people tend to tell you what their favourite work is.
Okay.
But I haven't got a great deal more than that. I mean, lots of support for sure, but as for people commenting specifically on what they feel. But definitely one of the most popular questions was about the use of the young females in my work and why.
Makes you think why, doesn't it? Okay, well, show's running for how long?
Until this Sunday. So we're in the final week now, and so it closes Sunday the 30th.
Okay, so you've got till the 30th to check it out. I'll highly recommend it. And you're off to Berlin for a residency? Coming up?
Artist residency for 3 months in Berlin, and that's April, May, June this year.
Okay,
so I'm heading
what's going to happen? What's on your mind? What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I'm very excited. I'm going to continue doing stencil art stuff that I've been getting into this year. You've already seen some of that stuff. And so I'm planning on hitting the streets of Berlin, but also going to be doing some studio stuff that's gallery friendly, I guess. And so doing stop motion, photographic style video work, and I'm working on some large scale stencil stuff, possibly turning those into sculptural works. I'm really interested in having sort of these stencil photographic images, but built up on like wood surfaces and stuff.
Repeated, kind of thing?
Just different ones that become sort of a bit like an installation. I mean, I've got an idea in my mind. Sort of if you think of a paste up or something, and then if I had it cut out to the shape and size of the stencil, and then it can become an actual three-dimensional object within the gallery. So I'm thinking that.
Okay, well,
lots of ideas.
That's good. Well, looking forward to seeing how it all goes.
Thank you very much.